Hello, everybody. Dr. Kritzer back with you for Unit 3, Part 1 of Contact Tracer Training. And we're going to take a look at issues surrounding privacy, confidentiality, and some other ethical issues. And every person has the right to be free from intrusion or publicity concerning personal matters. Everyone has the right to keep their personal life personal. But during the process of contact tracing, sometimes we do discuss private information, such as who lives in your house, who have you spent time with the past week, where have you gone, and how much time did you spend with people in your home or outside your home. We can ask this private information is only for the purposes of contact tracing. And we can only use this information for the purposes of contact tracing. Now, confidentiality is an issue. It's the right of an individual to have personal, identifiable medical information kept private, not released without their consent. Your medical information cannot be shared with anyone else unless you agree to it. But this is a pandemic, and your COVID test results, can be shared to protect public health. Examples of confidential information that is discussed during an investigation and contact tracing might be some other health conditions that you have and your results from the COVID test. But a contact tracer can only learn about medical information that is relevant to this contact tracing purposes, and it can only be used for contact tracing purposes. So confidentiality is upheld. And as far as autonomy goes, people have the right to make their own decisions. Oftentimes, this is referred to as agency. However, each person can make their own decisions unless those decisions can harm someone else. And as far as contact tracing goes, contact tracers can request that people quarantine and can request that cases isolate themselves. But only in some circumstances can these requests be mandated and enforced. And it's often through good leadership skills that we get people to comply for the good of the community to prevent community spread. But there's an inconsistency across the country as far as whether one can mandate those things. Now, justice is obviously, important to a contact tracer. We want to make sure that each individual is justly and fairly treated, independent of race, ethnicity, socioeconomic background, gender, sexual orientation. In other words, we want to treat everyone the same, regardless of who they are. And as far as contact tracing is concerned, well, contact tracers attempt to find all cases and all contacts, regardless of religion, race, or sexual orientation, regardless of wealth. And all communities, rich, poor, middle, all communities should have contact tracing efforts to reduce transmission. And it must be stated that the minority communities and poor communities need to be targeted oftentimes in health situations because it's there where many people with pre-existing conditions exist. This is all about the public good. The public good is anything that benefits or provides for the well-being of the public, of your community. In other words, something that benefits everyone in society, in your community. And so contact tracing programs are a public good because they reduce the risk to the public of being infected. And they can reduce illness and deaths from this terrible pandemic. Contact tracing protects the health of the public. If we can limit contact between infectious people and others, we can limit opportunities for this coronavirus to be transmitted. Contact tracing isn't new. It's something that we've been using for years. It's a public health intervention that is used every day to stop disease transmission. And some contact tracing jobs obviously are harder than others. Witnessing this necessary boat trip for contact tracers in West Africa. We've been using contact tracing for tuberculosis, syphilis, HIV, Ebola. Ebola was largely the effects lessened in Africa due to contact tracing. So contact tracing is a public good. It's used to reduce risk to the public. It's been used for over a century. This is something that obviously must strike a balance between people's individual autonomy and the public good, but good contact tracers, effective contact tracing systems strike that balance, and our sensitivity to the issues of privacy and confidentiality. And oftentimes we can access technology tools that make our efforts easier, serve more people, and still do it ethically and with respect for confidentiality and privacy. I'm Dr. K, and I will be back with you for Unit 3, Part 2. Bye.